Your Excellency Pamela O'Donnell, Ambassador of the High Commission of Canada, Honorable Chancellor Ruth Kapaya, the UNHCR representative in Tanzania, representatives from the public and private institution attending this event, Mr. Jumandim Tambalike, Chief Executive Officer of Sahara Ventures, and our host, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First and foremost, allow me to express my deepest and sincerest appreciation for your invitation to represent the government of the United Republic of Tanzania into this auspicious and historic gathering, the Female Founder Marketplace prepared by She Found. I would like, first of all, just to say thank you very much. Actually, you didn't make a mistake choosing me to come here. I would say, first of all, I came, actually, this is not my district, it's somebody else's district. I'm coming from Ilala, but I'm sure if he knows that I'm here, then he will be more than thankful. In the region of Dar es Salaam, I am the patron of the Women Platform, which what we are doing really in the government is to make sure that we go and find and assist women who are just starting to see how can they start small business, entrepreneurship, and all that. So I am the patron, and I think you know Mariam Mangula. Mariam Mangula is the chairperson of this platform. So well done, you did the right thing for me to come here. So likewise, I extend my utmost appreciation to the She Found platform and her partners for the value they are adding to support what the government is doing to empower women in Tanzania. Ladies and gentlemen, statistics suggest that the sub-Saharan Africa is leading the way with its female entrepreneurship rate the highest globally, and that is about 25.9% of the female adult population is engaged in earlier stage entrepreneurial activities in the region. And that's what we are seeing, mothers going around with the banana baskets, oranges, jugu, and all those other things in Dar es Salaam, but actually in other regions, they are doing other things. So, however, there is a high rate of discontinuance, around 56% of women entrepreneurs in the region who declare that either lack of profit or lack of finance is a reason of closing down their businesses. So while both male and female entrepreneurs face such constraints as a lack of capital, women are specifically impacted by a number of obstacles, such as discrimination, Your Excellency, you have said it well, and the dearth of collateral. Sometimes we women think that we cannot do anything, you know? Sometimes we sit at home and say, I can do that, I cannot. I can go and own a fleet of cars and do business. I can't do that. So sometimes we're whipping ourselves, and that's what most of the time we're doing. We're just whipping ourselves. I cannot. You know, my husband said I cannot. Kina baba oye, because actually I want to talk about you now. So my husband says I cannot do that. You know, my place is in the kitchen. My place is just go and have babies, and my place is to become a woman and sit beside and don't come in the front, don't contribute in any kind of plans in the house. It's only Baba who's going to do that. Yes, Pamela, we have a long way still. We have a long way. We have to make sure that the Babas, they give us that key so that we can be in front and decide. Because this is coming from our culture. It's coming from our taboos. It's coming from sometimes our religion. That, no, this is, the book says this and this is it. But we have to work hard. We have to use people like us, people who are in politics, people who are in leadership, and even people like you, so that we change this gradually, and then eventually they're going to decide that we can also say something. But you have to decide it by yourself. It has to be from your brains and your heart. You have to decide it. If you don't decide it, Nothing will happen. You're going to stay at your place. You remember the place? Remember the place. That's not where you are. Always when you come and somebody puts you at that place, say, no, I'm moving. This is not my place. I'm moving there. That's where I belong to. If you do that, yes, women of Tanzania, we will be somewhere and we will be leading in this country. As I have said, the lack of these constraints which have been there is as a result of female-owned enterprises, post-monthly profits that are on an average of 38% lower than those of male-owned enterprises. However, these days, some women, they're good. They've got something in their hand, and there's a funny word saying, once women have got a lot of money, which I don't believe, they go to Vingasti. Do you believe that? No. That's just a mentality. So on an average of male-owned enterprises have 6 times more capital than the female-owned enterprises. With this, it indicates that the female-found startups receive only 2% of total investment by venture capital. This is evident that women and men are not on a level playing field in terms of access to resources, which continues to impact women's ability to start and grow business. Women, we have to do something. We've got to fight our way up. Not Her Excellency, who's coming from Canada, will come and do that. Not anyone else. We've got to fight our way up. But fighting your way up, what is it? You've had to show that you can do something. We shouldn't just sit there and have free meals. No. Do something. Show that I can do this. If there's a male there, say, okay, we are not equal, but I think I can do that as well. I was looking at a clip some time back on the Globe, and there was this lady who really wanted to get money for her kids to go to school, but she was struggling of how is she going to get the tuition fees for her kids. So she went around looking for a job, and there was nothing else for her. But when she went to one of the factories, they said, there is a job here for you. But this job is done only by men. And she said, what is it? I can do anything, because I want, first of all, my kids to have something on the table. But secondly, my kids have to go to school. And they said, okay, we've got a piece of sacks here, actually the cement bags. If you load them on that, I think most of you know that, some of you have seen that. If you load that on that lorry, the 100 bags here, load them on the lorry, when you finish, then you're going to get your pay. And she looked at it, and that lady was small. She was not strong. She was not even built, that muscular lady that you will be able to carry a cement bag. But she did it. She carried and carried until she finished the whole lorry, and she was paid. And the happiness and joy she had of just getting that money, when she went home, she said, this is for all of you. And apparently, I think the husband was not well, something like that, and he couldn't work. So she was happy, and she got that little money. They had something on the table, and the kids went to school. But what I want to say is that you have to make sure you do something. You have to show that I can do something. I can be equal with a man. I don't want to compete with a man, because the man, you're our husbands, you're our fathers, we won't go over you. But there are some places that you have to work hard and show that you can be able to do. Yes, we can? Of course, women can. And be happy that you're a woman. Be proud. Yes, women power, be happy that you're a woman. So according to the 2012 census report, it is projected actually that by 2020, 50.4% of the total population attributes to the total percentage rate of females in the country. This is going to be building on the declaration from the World Bank that Africa is the only region in the world where more women than men choose to become entrepreneurs. This clearly shows that an army of female entrepreneurs is quickly growing in our country. And that sometimes we say, maybe because we don't have a lot of women who are pilots, engineers, doctors. Maybe this is you will sit here and you will discuss. This is a food for thought. Is it because of that? Is it because of that we are not educated that much, so we choose to go to business and become small entrepreneurs and just say, this is where I'm going to earn my bread? It's up to us to discuss and see. If that's not the way, it's us who's going to lead that way and say that, okay, we will have professionals, but also we will have entrepreneurs. So these women need enough technical and financial support. There is no limit in how much this will foster the economic growth of our beautiful motherland, Tanzania. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tanzania policy of women in development accepts and recognizes the reproductive role played by a woman in the society. Historically, women across the world have had the responsibility to nurture and take care of their family. The fifth government, actually this tenure of Tanzania under our outstanding leadership of our President Dr. John Pombe Magufuli, is working tirelessly to ensure that women have the freedom, opportunity, and respect, just like men in economic, political, social, culture, and development. And I think we all know that. Let's clap for a president. Magufuli, oh yeah. Absolutely. So numerous efforts have been made in ensuring women involvement in development is heightened in Tanzania. This has been evident through the formation of organizations that aim to the development of women, including the Tanzania Women's Economic Power Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be informed by the organizers that part of the activities during this event will be presentation and showcasing startup businesses that are female-founded. I had an opportunity to talk to Adam, and he was telling me the great job which has been done by you, but women who are the founders, by She Found, actually absolutely awesome. And I say, well done, actually that's brilliant. And as a leader of the government, especially in Ilala part, I just say to Adam, I will be more than grateful to come and work with you. Bring up women who just finished actually their studies and they don't know what to do. Because actually what I know is that what you will do is that you will show them the way and you will let them go and swim in that world out there so that they can stand by themselves and go and become big businesswomen. Bravo. So as a continent, we should access regional market opportunities and produce products that are in demand in those markets. We should put emphasis on low-cost, smart industries that use technology to promote productivity. As late father of our nation, Mwalimu Nyerere said, the South buys things from the North, and many of the things we buy from the North can be bought from Africa. And that's very much true. That's very much true, Pamela, yeah? Yeah. So, as a continent, we need, according to the East Africa Economic Outlook, which has been reported by the AFDB, trade among African countries expanded from 10% from the year 2000 to about 16% in the year 2014. So this is commendable, but we need to improve. We need actually to do more than that because this is very low. So, lastly, I call upon all delegates who are attending this event to think of solution on how as whole we can support female founders in running and growing their businesses. If we think today, if we come out with decisions today, if we decide the way forward today, I think that women out there will have a perfect place, a better place where they will be able to go on with the entrepreneurs. And let me tell you something, ladies, gentlemen are in here as well. Do you know, when you're a woman, you don't do mistakes. You don't do mistakes at all. Do you know why? Because when you're sitting there, you're thinking a lot of things. And say, if I do mistakes, who's looking at me right now? My husband. And he thinks that I'm a low one. Oh, no, I'm not going to do mistakes. Who's looking at me now? My kids. If I do mistakes and I'm going to go out there and I don't have anything for them, what will they do? Oh, my God. No, I'm not going to do mistakes. If I fumble around and make everything upside down, I am going to let down my country. I am going to let down my leaders and my president and everyone. So we don't do mistakes. All the time we are on our toes. Oh my God, there are mines here. I shouldn't step over there because it's going to explode. All the time we are on our toes. We are on our toes when we're at home. We are on our toes when we are at work. We are on our toes when we are at the road. And that's because we are women. And we should be proud of that. Women, oh yeah. So lastly, I would just like to say on the behalf of the government and the people of the United Republic of Tanzania, I wish you success in this event. I wish you all the best when you're going to have your discussions here, when you're going to come up with ideas, and I know you're all young, brilliant people who are motivated. You have the wealth of knowledge and experience, and you're going to go and part it out there. Go and part it out with the people who are the right ones, who are going to take your ideas and who are ready to learn and who are going to be ready to work for this country, for their own, and for the whole nation as well. After saying that, thank you very much. God bless Tanzania. God bless Africa. And thank you very much for listening to me.